So this is how the new Dodge are built with those plastic arms. Paper plates.
I should ask Terry if he wants to play with pizza.
Perfect. So now before we do the lift, we do a quick front end check. And on this vehicle, the passenger side there has a lower ball joint. Okay. I'll just go see in the front there. And I'll be right back.
On a 22?
That's the 22?
Yeah.
Well, fuck, you want to come in and see it?
It'd be going to the dealer, so I would just leave that. We'll just make note of it, put it on the invoice, and then the dealer will do it for free.
I thought it was a 19, but sure.
Okay.
Kit literally mixed it with
That's because you probably packed it on a Friday. After lunch, you know.
Alright.
Only the 3.5. Right now we're going to unplug the ABS sensors. Undo all the components like CV bolt, tie rod ends, upper control arm, because we got new control arms to go in, new struts to go in. So we got a couple of hours of work. Couple hours. One doesn't do nothing. There you go. ABS sensors unplugged. So we got a lot of room. Won't be in our way. And after that, we're rock and roll.
You gotta share, man.
Come on, here, you want to play?
Just because he's on camera.
Yeah, they had a place like that in Montreal. But despite the feed them, and it was like probably like a triangle like this. Like the little paper plate. You needed 2 paper plates.
I should ask Terry if he wants to play with pizza. Take it.
No, I'm
I don't
good.
fucking want it.
Took too long, now we don't want it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and those control arms on this vehicle, there's plastic wrapped around the fucking metal plastic, right? That kid got across tonight, so I gotta hurry up. Oh, this is like melted plastic or whatever you could call this in a metal casting. So this is how the new Dodge are built with those plastic arms. We'll be removing them in a couple minutes. Then I'll be putting a new aluminum one in, a little bit more stiffer, a little bit more stronger.
All
right, so we have Cody's 2019 Ram 1500 here. Yannick pulled it into the bay. We've just started working on it, and we're going to be installing the 3.5-inch rough country suspension lift with upper control arms today. This 3.5-inch kit will definitely raise this truck up a bit. It'll be able to fit bigger tire on it. It'll make it look a little bit beefier, but nothing too crazy. On the Ram, you don't need that big of the lift to fit a nice wheel and tire setup. So a little bit of a side note is Cody is just going with the suspension lift today. No wheels and tires yet, but he does have plans for the future of getting that. So he's getting the truck set up first with the lift, and then later on we'll be getting a nice wheel and tire setup to go underneath this.
You could see the difference built, right?
Oh yeah. Aluminum versus plastic.
Yeah, rough country arms, new arms, plastic, wrapped with kind of a casting of a metal.
Garbage.
Pretty much. So let's go see. We got 2 driver sides. I got 2 driver side control arm.
What was that again? A 314.
What's the verdict, Charlie?
Don't have one in stock. I'm just checking to see if I can't find.
That's not acceptable. That's for what? The classic?
No, just checking to see if we have this kit in stock. 31430. Which we do.
You want to just open that box? Yeah. It tells you left.
For the number?
Right.
So you're looking for a 314.
Yeah, okay. So you want to take this number down? And you could reorder it? Or you could just reorder...
I just need a right.
Yeah, but I'll reorder left too. 2 rights. So
Yeah.
we got it, you know.
Damn, problems all.
You could see the rough country is on the opposite side on each arm. And in the back right here, it tells you left and it tells you right. Perfect. My wife says I'm rude. Okay, so now we got to open that a little bit. Struts, the new loaded struts from Rough Country. I'll show you in a minute there. So we're replacing those ones for those ones right here. A little bit more beefier, a little bit lifted. Will ride a little bit better than if we just put a strut spacer on the top, because it has a little bit more traveling in the body of the shock there. You can see from this side here to this one there, it gives you about 1 inch more or 2, so we'll ride better. That's tight. Gotta tighten this pocket side here. After that, make sure your grease nipple doesn't get fucking all clogged up. Every 3,000 to 5,000 kilometers, you gotta take your fucking grease gun and you gotta grease the things. Because that's how they wear out. If you don't grease them, they wear out.
Good advice.
Here you go. Put the cap back on. So now those ones here, if you want to just follow me, we'll take them and we put them in a special location. If you want to look in there, this is all this kind of shit that we put in. This is where it belongs. It's all garbage. It's all plastic shit. We don't really use those on trucks and all that. It's not the best parts to be installed on there. But you can look in there. It's all scrap metal. Right now we're going to be removing the inner fenders. We're going to the back. We did the front. So now we're going to be doing the rear suspension, putting some spacers on the rear of this cold springs, replacing the rear shocks, and see from how it's going to be after. It's just to support the differential in case, like, when I'm going to drop it down so it doesn't have to go farther down the road, like, you know what I mean, go down the ground or extend all the brake lines and all the ABS wires, just to prevent, like, fucking up something down the road. You just kind of remove those, so now that gives us lots of movement to replay. For how much it takes, you pay for how much experience that we have. Fucking joke. This is called liquid wrench. You heat it up and everything comes off. A little bit of liquid heat works. And let's see if this one works. So this is a new design of the rear Dodge shocks. So when this part right here gets a little bit of rust on it, on those threads there, well, they don't come back off. So you got to cut it or use the heat on it. So we're lucky that this time with the heat it works. A lot of time they just break. this is how you got to remove some models on the Dodge Ram, the new ones, the rear shocks, because they don't come off. They all rusted, and you could see the other side I got it off pretty easy with heat, but this side here is, even with heat, didn't want to come out. You got no choice. You cut it or you break it. You're not giving us much room. You might have to lower those. Force, you know, brute force. You've got to work a little bit harder. I guess somebody's been in there before us, because I don't think the factory puts electrical tape on shit. Rough country spacer for the rear shocks. Sorry, for the rear springs, and it raises it up about an inch and a half, maybe more like an inch. Hey, we got a good one. Sometimes a nut in here is not centered, so you're trying to fucking put it on, it doesn't work. Now we got that on. Now we could go back and finish the job. Put the rear shocks on, put the link kits, and put everything back on. V2s, we're going to be putting them in. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. It'll work a bit better too, but still the same stupid fucking process. Down the road, when it's time to get them off, you'll probably have to burn them. So, bit of grease there just to provide, like, the next time you hustle to take those rear shocks off, you just put some grease on those threads. Fingers crossed it might work. You know, it's gonna be break time in about 5 minutes. Can you believe that? Fucking right. Beautiful.
So what are you doing now?
Now I'm going to do an alignment after doing the lift kit. Make sure everything is nice and centered.
But Bruce isn't here.
No. So I'm the lucky guy. Just filling up the information of the paperwork, customer, just to keep our database, make sure the customer's in our system. Scan the VIN, gives you all the information of your vehicle. No. Okay, it's a new machine, so good to go. Hard backside, got that in the back of it? No. When you come down, I'll go get them and I'll pull them in. Yeah. So Tyler just got back from the road test. The alignment is good. I just put the gentleman's struts in the back there. The control arms, I throw them in the garbage. But now he's ready to go.
Cody's 2019 Ram 1500, which I have no idea how I thought it was a newer truck earlier, is finally finished up here. So it got the 3.5-inch rough country suspension lift with the upper control arm. It looks pretty good. It's set up for a new wheel and tire package that's going to be coming soon in the future. But overall, it turned out very well.